there's an actual bird called a quetzal.
Mhm.
The Quetzalcoatl? Welcome back to
Yeah, it's a
Barely
mythical.
D&D. This is your Sword of Dungeons and Dragons podcast. Today we are talking about, what was it, Abby? Quetzalcoatls?
Well, I just think I'm looking on the internet. Quetzalcoatl is a deity in Aztec culture and literature, and then there's like a bird that is a real Quetzalcoatl, or it's a quetzal, and I just think that's really cool.
And that
There's
is
also Quetzalcoatlus.
The pretty bird.
that sounds like a Pokemon. I'm not even gonna lie. That sounds like a Pokemon.
There's a real big pterodon.
Rayquaza
like
is the
one.
Quetzalcoatl. That's
That's true.
Rayquaza.
Huh?
That's true.
Rayquaza?
Get pwned, nerd. Actually, hey, while we're talking Pokemon, because we have to meander aimlessly at the start of a session, it's who we are. I was forced to, by the school district, to read out of a textbook with my students for 2 weeks straight. And to help us survive that mind-numbing experience, I was having them do all sorts of nonsense. Read in your highest voice, read in your lowest voice, read while walking backward in circles. And so we were just laughing about it. And the best thing of all that we came up with was relying on their knowledge of Pokemon. This last week, for a couple of days, I had them read sections, and I was like, okay, anytime you come across a word that starts with the word P, instead of saying that word, say your own name like a Pokemon would. And so
That's
a student would be in
fabulous.
class, and he'd be like, specifically high numbers of blood alcohol can, Jose, the amount that you have to. And I had students crying, weeping, laughing in class. I mean, weeping. And we made the most of it, but
That is so fun.
That's really
Oh
fun.
we got to
my
the readings.
Jose.
Anywho, here with our letterer question is Danny boy, take it away.
It's your boy. He's back.
No, never mind. Wait, I take it back. It's Daniel.
He's back.
It's Danielford.
Oh,
No.
Daddy boy.
I've had that sung to me a few times. Anyway,
Sorry.
I have the question of what is the either best / most terrible prank your character has ever done to someone else in the world
In the world?
of y'all are in?
In the world.
I know, it's just like a funny thing to add in there.
Heck yeah. Before we get going, who's the DM NPC?
Let's do Tello this time since we did Yueg last time.
Hmm.
No, Tello probably didn't play pranks. Never mind.
Yueg
It'd be
I don't.
boring.
Tones might be really grim.
Yeah.
What about
Goober?
Shagoober?
He seems like a goofy guy.
Okay.
Wait, no,
Yeah.
I want to know
He's a-
Nom.
I also thought of Nom.
I feel like Nom might have a cool prank.
Daniel, is it okay
Brother
if we
Stomp?
expand the question to the worst prank they've done or one they would do if they haven't done one? You okay with that? All right, Daniel's giving us the thumbs up. Zhav'ian. Any wild rich boy stories from him?
Rich boy stories.
Did Zhav'ian perhaps go to a bank and give them 100 golden coppers so that they'd have to count it to their friend and deposit? Is that a prank you might have pulled?
What he's referring to is literally an experience that happened in my job. So,
Because this is true. Micah was literally once a rich Playboy prince. And so
rich boy. You know it.
I was
Okay.
thinking of Zhav'ian's probably done at least one prank that it resulted in like an international diplomatic incident.
I think we said he peed off a balcony, so presumably on people. So
It peed off the balcony. There were no people there, but
Micah just laughed really hard while yawning, and she was like, that was weird to look at.
I think the air just went wrong. It feels like. I don't think I've ever done a prank myself. So I don't know how to what do people do prank other than think of the stupid YouTube stuff Jackie was talking about. But I don't know. He's definitely pulled some dumb prank with his college buddies on another,
some foreign diplomat.
And it ended up being assumed someone else did it, and it was a whole ordeal, and I don't know.
Oh, that makes me think of something, but that's fine.
Maybe it was just like messing with their clothes in some stupid way, though. Like,
excellent.
Something at that
Heck
level, but like
switched out got rid of their ceremonial garments for some important event or something.
Yeah, like messed up. Yeah, like just like drew something funny on the back of the robe that they didn't notice. Like,
yeah, I like it.
It's like,
what about
it's
Ro?
like, I don't care if you're in college, you never troll for kick me.
So I think the worst prank that was ever done on Ro was when she was hogtied on the Porbette, and I think that was really rude. But I think though, I think when it took Zach a minute. I think because Ro used to be a little bit more mischievous and used to like have a little bit of a like stealing and disguising phase, because that was like her whole
You did
thing.
some theft in this campaign.
Yeah. And that was her whole thing when she first became a bard, is she was college of what was it, Zach? It was, I can't even remember what it's called now, but it was all about disguising
like
and mischievous. Yeah, it was like all about stuff like that. Anyway, I think she learned disguise self pretty early on, since it's a first level spell. And I feel like even maybe at the orphanage, if this makes sense, she maybe started trying to learn disguise self, and like she would play pranks on everyone else, like pretending to be like the higher ups in the orphanage, and like yell at the other kids or whatever, and then she would like change back into herself and like be like they got in trouble and then not get in trouble. I don't know.
As a halfling child, half the time it's like, well, you're like them but really short.
And that's what didn't go so well about the pranks, was that Aunt Yenny was suddenly 2 feet tall.
Yeah.
So it only worked on the kids in the orphanage who were really, really dumb.
Exactly.
But it crushed on them.
She was just getting the hang of it. She didn't know what she was doing.
Yeah, you got to start somewhere. What about Janus?
I feel like Janus used to have some pretty big prank wars with her sister when they would come home from college together.
Juno.
Yeah. Her sister is a wizard who used to work at where does she work? The
Iron Cauldron?
Iron Cauldron, yeah. So
not so willingly, but yeah, she was. She was like forced to work for the Empire. Yeah,
but she was a wizard, and so yeah, I think that they would have some pretty big ones. Don't know what it would have been.
Be Janus needing to take Juno down a peg.
Yeah. That's about it.
Taking her spell book and just like changing one letter on a page or something so that the spell doesn't work.
Yeah,
something like that. Pretty brutal. What about Gretta? I'm kind of scared to ask, but what about Gretta?
I was gonna say,
with the
I feel like her prank with the hags might have been murder, but
I do feel like Gretta learned some pretty gnarly pranks with the hags.
Like, haha, you've been disemboweled.
And they were probably pretty aggressive and cruel, like at the expense of others, and very mean. But
you have less fingers now.
Maybe in time, like with her family, she had
Micah's crying.
Like, I don't know. I feel like when she was like young, or like traveling and like would visit her family, she was pretty mischievous, and like she would get kind of bored, so she would just maybe make like a really like mix like a gross mushroom into someone's.
Yeah.
You know the drink you know the prank that's like someone's like, hey, can you get me water? And you go get them a Sprite and wait for all the bubbles to go away, and then you give them, and then they're like, what? It's Sprite. Oh my gosh. I feel like whatever the equivalent of that is, Greta would do that to like her like snotty older sister.
But it's like potions.
Yeah, whenever she went back home, she'd be like, haha,
You've been disemboweled.
Oops, a cat disintegrate.
It's really funny because Micah's laughing super hard, but the laptop's like on her legs or her stomach, so the camera's just going do as she's laughing. Oh my goodness!
Really funny. Like, where are they? Where are your bowels? Don't know.
It's got your nose, but got your intestines.
Where they go?
Which hand has your spleen?
One of these thumbs is mine. One of them's yours.
I feel like Greta with the hags is that Vine that's like, what did you bring? Murder.
Murder. Oh my goodness. What about Rand'grim? I can't imagine, but what about Rand'grim?
I feel like Rand'grim was a mischievous little guy, and not in the way that like he'd be proud of it or he would acknowledge it. Like all of his pranks would be just these subtle little things. So like I think growing up, he would have on purposely heard people's names wrong, but no one was like going to talk to him about it because he was a bit strong always, and he's just like, yeah. And you also didn't know if he was just like a little deaf. Who knows? And so, like, I think those little pranks would be like following throughout his whole career.
That was Daniel being vulnerable there.
Like only he knows.
Yeah, only he knows if I give you the right name. And he also knows true friends are the ones he knew their names of. And I think the biggest pranks he would have done would have been let me look up her name. My cook. Livy, when Livy got sick once on the ship, she was the ship's cook. And I think Rand'grim would have, unbeknownst to everyone, been a fine cook. And like, whenever Livy got sick on the ship, every once in a while, he would cook. But I think he would, when there was a new person on the crew or something, he would just give them the worst of all of the food. Just to see what they would react for and see if they would be like,
just to see if they barf.
Yeah. And then, sometimes one time I think the worst that happened was that he accidentally probably got the whole ship sick once because he thought he had only put the bad stuff in the new person's stuff, but then he just put it in everyone's, and then he just like everyone's barfing around him and he's just like, this is my own failure.
I like that, Daniel. It's like that scene in The Office where like Pam's pregnant and people won't like accommodate her, so she barfs, but then everyone starts barfing.
Well, I just had an idea. Like, what if Zhav'ian at one point, like maybe like really young with Savina, like they do like a switch around some of the food at the dinner, but like someone has like an allergy.
Oh.
Yes.
You're not like deadly.
That's
You're not
funny.
a deadly allergy.
There's healers.
Oh, okay. Andrew said, no, I dig. I'm kind of scared to ask, but what about Craig?
Zhav'ian's first murder.
Well,
Kidding.
I'd like to reiterate from past episodes that Craig has in fact
That's
peed
been
into someone's
concerning
beer.
last time. Yep, I was hoping you wouldn't bring it up.
So
That's so concerning.
that would be one, but
Wait, what would he do?
So he had a bad boss one time, and he took his boss out, and his boss was like having a beer, and he was like, I don't know, gonna go get a refill, maybe like
I remember
the
this
bar.
story
They were
now.
sitting at tables, and he was gonna go to the bar, but he took it to the bathroom and he peed
It's
into
like,
it.
Craig, why are you taking my beer to the bathroom?
But he can't see
He
it.
was
It's
like,
just
don't
a
worry
step.
about it, bad boss.
Don't worry about it. No, but this is what I'm imagining: is that there's a room for table seating. Then there's the bar, and then like to the like further end of the bar is like maybe the bathroom. So it looked like he was going to get to the bar to get a refill, but he went to the bathroom instead and came back.
Oh,
But anyways,
But yeah.
that has already been said. So I would say that maybe his like favorite prank to do was that whenever he was working in the mines, he would like when there was a new guy, he would pretend to be like. And like just I don't know. I'm trying to think of like anyone but someone that works there. Does that make sense? Like like he would pretend to be someone like live in the cave or something. Like when the new guy's coming in to be trained by this other dude, like he like pretends to like he basically just hazes the guy and like pretends to live in the cave or something and freaks him out, or like a ghost. Why are you laughing at me?
Caves.
Why are you laughing at me?
I'm
I just saw it.
Yeah. Anywho, listeners, we're so sorry for how we just stop paying attention to the chat sometimes.
I feel like it's like, okay, this has happened many times with Zhav'ian where it's just like, or like things like, so like for this week and last week, where I'm just like, I don't know what's a bad thing to do. And so I come up with something and you're like, wait, that's horrible. And I'm like, I tried to come up with like a funny place to do something.
All right.
And apparently I went too far.
I think you did great. There's no way that they wouldn't be hoarding diamonds in your castle and just have them for revivify for people they accidentally kill all the time.
I can totally do a prank for Spagoober.
Restoration can absolutely handle anaphylaxis.
I'm going to offer, we can strike it down, an alternative to answering for Spagoober. How do you guys feel about this one time, instead of answering for Spagoober, I admit a real prank that I did in real life that went very wrong?
Exactly.
Is it gonna get you in trouble?
Wait,
with the law?
Daniel knows this one.
Can I guess?
Is this gonna get you in trouble with the law?
I want to guess. I want to guess.
Go ahead, Abby.
Will I spoil it if I guess it?
Maybe. I don't know.
Did you
Is
poop
this
in
the one
someone's
at
car?
summer camp?
It is the one at summer camp.
Oh, okay. Summer camp.
So, wait, which one were you? That's the only one. What were you thinking of, Daniel?
I was thinking of the thing with Landon and the pea.
No, that was with Christian.
That was with Christian.
But no, we don't have to talk about that one.
Landon and the pea.
I'll leave that one out. But Daniel knows all the lore. So this one year, Daniel and I were at summer camp our senior year, and there were these two guys on the trip who were not necessarily super emotionally balanced. We'll call him G, and I can't remember the other guy's name, so we'll call him D. So it's G and D, and we'll make it not rhyme. G and L. So G was like, it wasn't hard to make him mad, and L was kind of an explosive personality who was also like weird in a fun way. And then Daniel and I had all our friends, and so we were at summer camp, and we'd done this thing where we took all of our bunk beds and we moved them into this big square. And I don't even remember what we called it, but we were all there. And so it was this one, it was like one of the last nights of summer camp, like the next to last night. And everybody'd gone to bed, and like 3 or 4 of us were still awake. And we were all like, talking about deep emotions. Some of us were like writing letters to each other. It was very sweet, genuine male bonding time. And I just got this. Daniel was asleep, and once Daniel's out, he's invincible.
I don't wake up.
And so, I just got this little demon voice in my head, and I spent 15 minutes slowly waking up from my bunk, rotating over the side and climbing face down the ladder so slowly that in the darkness no one knew it was me. And then I got under the bunk, and I crawled all the way under the bunks until I got around to our friend Ryan's bunk. It was Ryan and then Andrew. I'm going to make this fast, I promise. No, these names are fine. It's the other names I can't say. These names are fine to say.
Okay.
So Ryan was here, Andrew was here, and Andrew was his cousin. And so I was like, I got there, but I was like, I don't know what to do now. So I just got stuff Ryan had next to his bunk, and I started throwing it up at Andrew. So underneath Ryan's bunk, I got his shoe, and I threw it up, and I hit Andrew. And Andrew got really mad, and he was like, who threw that? And everyone was like, we don't know. And then I did it again, and Andrew was like, Ryan, is that you? And then Ryan was like, it's not me. And then I did it 5 or 6 more times. And then finally, they're yelling at each other and they're getting super pissed. And Andrew was like, do that one more time and I'm going to get yours. So but it was fine. They were cousins. So I did it one more time, and Andrew got really mad, and he took it and he threw it away. like, you can't have your shoe back or something. But then it flew across the room and hit Elle, who was asleep. And Elle got up and was like, who threw that? And everyone was quiet. And then he was like, who threw that? And he was like, G, was that you? Because they were beefing all summer camp. And G was like, that wasn't me. And I'm just quietly underneath the bunk like, oh no. And it's pitch black in the middle of the night. And they start screaming at each other. And one of them gets up and I'm like, so I like crawl back to my bunk and up the ladder and back into my bed so no one knew I was there. And at some point, Elle punches G in the face and like doesn't break his nose, but there's blood. And I take this opportunity to wake up out of my bunk like, this is the first time I'm being awoken. And the worst part is that like Daniel and I were kind of moral authorities among our group. Like they really respected us for our morality and honesty. And so I like got down off the bunk and broke it up. And like I like gave them moral talking tos and talked about the people we were trying to become. I sent Elle back to his bunk. I took G to the bathroom, cleaned him up. He was crying. We talked it out. I talked to Elle. I got everyone situated and calmed down, and they had no idea it was me to this day.
You've never told them?
Now they know.
No.
If they listen to 200 episodes of our podcast.
Are you still in contact with them?
The whole time.
So I started a fist fight at church camp and never told anybody.
Are you still in contact with them?
No, none of these people know us. Episodes 180 and 253 of the Accidental Adventures and Intervening Ones. For the note-taking nerds, True in the Light, which seems
it's called
fitting.
What?
True in the Light.
True in the Light?
True in the Light, because we had an episode a while back called True in the Dark. Episode 180 and 253, True in the Light. This is a level 19 and levels 19 and 16 adventure. The date is 3488 PB. No one's really sure what the day is right now.
What?
Is this? But it hasn't been.
But we haven't slept, so like we should know what day it is.
And I think I've given you guys all the dates as note-taking nerds. So let's hippity hop into it, shall we?
So to clarify, we have not slept since we.
No.
Okay. Important question then. Has it been 8 hours since we met them? Like since we initially teleported in?
Doesn't feel like it.
Well, does my foresight feel like I'm still receiving the spell?
It does. Wait. No. Since when did you cast it?
I would have cast it right before we teleported to see them.
Well, you didn't intentionally tell. Oh, to see the fungi.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, it's gone.
It's gone.
It's
okay.
definitely gone.
And I assume we've been walking long enough for my wings to disappear too.
Yeah. Fungi and Warriors of the Wall.
Stefan?
That's us.
Do I want this song? How's this one? What's this one like? No. I'll go back to the last one. You all stand at the edge of an immense caldera. And you have been told that you need to perform these incredible tasks. What's the party doing?
I have one question. You said like the surface is like diamond-like, so do you mean like just like crystal-like, or does it look like an ice sheet like sealing it in?
So, yes, a very important question. There is no like the surface to the well is broiling, powerful, cracking liquid light. But it's like the interior edges of the bowl of the caldera. Not the outsides like igneous stone, but those inward-facing edges are all sheets of diamond.
Oh, okay. I was reading it as an ice sheet, but it's just on the edges. Okay.
For sure. Yeah.
That is helpful clarification.
Also, it's like sorry, another important detail. From the edge of the caldera to where, like, before the liquid light begins is like a 300-foot descent. But you guys are also aware that, like, you know, nearing a deep well, you get too close to that magic, it'll annihilate you. It'll cook you. So the distance is probably not unintentional. You all know the process. Also, I'll give you one more heads up. Just from a... You guys would intuit at this. I don't want you to be surprised by this, both for the sake of play and also for the things you would know. You are aware that this is some pretty incomparable magic you all will be working with. So I'm not saying you need to, and dear goodness, I'm not trying to bog us down in a bunch of planning, because heaven knows it's just trying the things and doing them. But if there was some sort of thing you wanted to do to provide yourself any aid or advantage, anything to help yourselves with these tasks, that wouldn't be a bad idea, because you are willing to bet that these DCs are going to be fee.
Can I use bottle talent?
Oh.
Sure. Craig, as this is transpiring, you pull out how many remaining bottled talents do you have?
This is my last one.
Okay, pretty sick.
Husband home.
Okay. All right. Go get him. Yes, Greta?
Dan, can I do a Arcana question mark check to see what, if I were to say, like, maybe enhance some abilities, what ability I would want to enhance the most? And I would like to make that check for Janus, Ro, and the three.
I don't think that you need to make a check. I think you have far too much expertise and understanding for this to require a check. I'm going to say you could put together easily enough the kind. You'd be willing to bet that Janus would be working with Arcana.
Assuming we don't... I was just saying... No, don't finish. I was just going to say what spell I was doing.
Okay. You'd be willing to bet that Janus would be working with Arcana. You'd be willing to bet that Ro would likely be working with Arcana as well. You'd be willing to bet that Zhav'ian and Craig and Rand'grim might be working with different individual kind of checks to deal with controlling that kind of magic through their different methods. For Zhav'ian, it might be more magical. For Craig, it might be magical or physical. For Rand'grim, it's probably going to be a little bit more physical. While you are thinking those things through, Ueg is not directly involved in these. Oh, no, go ahead, Kara. Take it away. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, can he enhance the other people? So
yes,
Greta gets
yes, we'll follow that up. Go ahead, Greta. Sorry.
Oh, it's concentration. Hold on.
Yes, it is.
No,
okay,
no,
sorry.
I can target
Take it away,
2
Andrea.
people. Okay.
I could do a bless. It'll last a minute, but I will do it before we split off.
Excellent. How many people can you bless? Kind of everybody, right? Because you cast at 5th level.
Yeah, so I can bless like 7. So I can get all 6 of us.
I can also cast up enhance ability and target additional creatures. When I do target additional creatures, can I give different people?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Will that
Or at
make
least
Greta
you
not
sure
be
can in
able
this moment.
to do anything during it, or?
Not as long as it's
Can
not another
cast-
concentration spell.
Yeah, but I should need to. I think, yeah.
Gotcha.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Real quick, I'm so sorry. I just don't want to use the bottle talent and then pick a modifier. Not a modifier.
For
like
sure. For
something that's
sure.
not going to be
For sure.
How should I go
Yeah, I
about
wouldn't.
that?
That'd be awful. No, I got you. You can piece together easily enough what you'll probably be utilizing. Craig, as you uncork the last bottle talent and drink its saccharine liquid, it gives you advantage, right?
Yes.
Okay. You provide yourself advantage on ability checks with your spellcasting modifier. So charisma ability checks.
Good stuff.
Yes.
Ro is gonna use Epic Ballad.
I thought you were going to.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
And she is going to play a little bit of the old song, like as she's preparing to like play it. It's kind of like her warm up, right? To actually playing it. And when she does that, hold on, I dropped my pencil. Okay. And as she does that, she bardically inspires simultaneously Janus, Zhav'ian, Rand'grim, and Craig. So y'all each have a D12. A D12 to add to your checks.
Wow. So just to clarify, I'm not sure what Zhav'ian, Craig, and Rand'grim would use.
No. You are coming back to that.
Okay.
So Craig is likely going to be using his own magical casting ability. Zhav'ian is likely going to be doing the same.
Almost certainly charisma.
Yeah, charisma.
So
and then Rand'grim's probably going to be using his physical strength, as Daniel showed off.
He's going to stab that magic so hard.
I wish I could bardically inspire
I'm also
myself.
already going to be advantaged from
a rage.
From my raging, so.
Oh, okay.
I think I have as many of the cool effects as you all. So if you need to do that thing for someone else.
I cast guidance. Well, I can do it, but I just will do it at 5th instead of 4th or 6th. So you don't need it, Daniel?
No, I don't. I'm good.
I'm gonna give it to you anyway, just in case.
Yeah, I think Ro would look to Greta and be like, any guidance you give me could help right now.
Okay, I give Ro guidance, and then I cast enhance ability, at the 6th level on Janus. So I give Janus, Ro, and Janus and
Janus, Ro, and Zhav'ian, probably, right?
Right. But I need to. What's your spellcasting ability?
Oh,
Kara?
You can give them the right ones.
Okay. Well, then I give them.
You can give them the right ones.
Yes.
So
what everyone has.
I'm not saying you have to, but technically. Oh wait, he already has something. But Craig, Zhav'ian, and Janus all have charisma casting.
Okay, so I give those guys.
But Craig already did the
Splendor. Yeah. And then I give Rand'grim Bull's Strength.
No, Rand'grim's already got he's got the advantage from raving. From raging, not raving. So basically only Ro, Zhav'ian, and Janus need it. Only Ro, Zhav'ian, and Janus need advantage. Everyone else already has.
I'm going to give it to him anyway.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm just like in case there's a strength check.
Sure.
I would like to give it to him anyway.
Understood. All right.
And there's one more that I'm forgetting.
There isn't.
Well, isn't that your concentration right there?
Yeah, I'm done.
Excellent. So everyone's been blessed.
What does blessed do?
Everyone has an epic ballad, so mass bardic inspiration of a D12, and everyone has advantage.
Can we also guide?
Well, I was about to say, Greta, who do you guide out of this group?
Well, I could guide.
Guide everyone?
Guidance is also
you can guide one person at a time.
Oh, then I don't guide anyone.
Concentration. Ueg will guide. He can guide one person at a time. He's going to guide Craig.
Okay. A D4.
So that means that everyone has a D4, a D12, and advantage. Mika, you have 2d4 and a d12 and advantage.
We're just playing a numbers game. This is accounting right here.
It is. It is. But I also know how much my characters love ability checks. Also,
Okay, so
if anyone
I don't
has...
have guidance. Okay,
No.
so just the D4 and advantage. Okay.
Wait, can't you?
Yeah, you have
oh
bless,
no,
but not
you
guidance.
can only do one.
So
I
bless
can
help with
bless.
Actually-
saves, not checks.
Got it.
But I
Oh,
said
that's
that's
true.
saves for some
Craig.
reason.
What?
Well, she's already blessed. She's already blessed, Craig.
Yeah.
But if Craig wants to guide her, he's not focusing on any spells.
True.
So Craig could guide Ro. It's just the party, like,
I'm doing
preparing
that.
and casting over each other and just
I
waves
don't
of magic
have
and
the extra
blessing. And have you been blessed? I've been
D12, so
blessed?
I need the extra
No, you don't.
D4.
So, Ro, you have 2
Thank you.
D4.
Okay,
and guidance.
because I'm starting this
Um,
thing and I'm nervous.
Everyone remember that you
if
also
I don't get it,
you also have your per DM.
I used mine.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
No. New session, Jackie.
Wait, we get one for each session?
Oh,
I've
no,
always
that's true.
done
It's only
it.
for the
We haven't
start.
done
I was
it.
gonna
No,
say,
you're right.
I've
You're right.
always
You're right.
done
I was
it
wrong.
for
I was
D4.
wrong. I was wrong.
I was about to be like, how have I not known this?
Okay, I'm just gonna cast.
Wow.
I'm just gonna go ahead and cast a spell magic on the Lake of Magic and just take care of that.
Guys,
Alright,
I have
cool.
nervous burps.
Better than nervous toots.
I can attest to that. Zach, whenever we're doing fights and stuff at our place, my wife literally has to leave the table because they're so
In
bad.
Daniel's campaign, when Daniel really stresses me out, I start farting.
Do you not
One time it was so
remember
bad,
the
and I had
candle
to
at
leave.
Christmas that we put you on the one side of the room?
Oh man, when you guys get me nervous, I get tooting. Anywho.
So nervous about graduation. I was like farting like constantly for a whole week. And my dad is always like rude about it. And I'm like, sorry. Sorry.
Why do our tummies do this?
Because they hate us.
Anywho,
Yeah.
Wait,
going
I have a
back to the
question.
session we're trying to avoid.
Can I do
Yes.
a strategy check to see would it be a good idea for what we're about to do in any way to like death ward anyone or something like that? Is that something that would feel necessary?
You cast any spells on anybody? No, Death Ward's not concentration.
No. Yeah. Also,
You can make a decision on whether or not you think that'd be
I could
necessary
make
for
a
anybody.
decision, but not a check. Okay, well.
That is a really good quote, Daniel. I need to write that one down.
You know what?
I don't need Death Ward, just so you know.
I think she's gonna death ward Gretta, so that if any of us, because she's standing off to the side, so that if something does happen, Gretta can take care of anything that's going on. She's I'm gonna death ward Gretta. So, Detta? No, Greta.
Well, that's Greta when
They
she's
for
dead.
vendetta.
For 8 hours, if you instead of like dropping, you would just drop to 1 hit point instead of dying.
That's fabulous. Thank you.
So you are
That
death
would
warded
also
to
be-
save the rest of us. Yeah,
That'd be really good because if something did happen to Greta, like
yeah.
she's
Yeah.
got
You
too
would.
much experience.
I don't know if I have any
So-
diamonds though.
It has been
I have one on my body. You would know
Okay,
that.
do you want to give it to me? Or that's okay.
Uick has
Actually, can you give it to me, Ro, in case you get exploded?
Yeah, Ueg's kind of the supreme reviving healer, but y'all do y'all.
Well, okay. I also
Like
death
his
ward
whole thing,
Ueg.
but that's fair.
I death ward both of them. I have
I
that
just mean, like,
ability.
And I just mean like you guys don't have
No,
to worry
Kara,
about where
let
the
it happen.
supplies are.
Trust me.
Okay.
It's not
Can we
about
move?
logic at this
I
point.
cast plot.
So I know
Hey,
that we're
Death
going
Ward on
to
cleric.
physically separate, right?
What?
Like with the walking, we're not going to be by each other for much of this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so things that are like an aura won't help.
So, Ro. And really lean into the role play here. That's what I would like to emphasize.
I'm too scared to.
You have to be brave. Tell me, what does it look like as you try to summon a deep well to rise?
So, just real quick, just to clarify, so that I know, like, what I know
Clarification is key.
What I know intuitively that, like, am I physically, like, it's physically gonna raise the well, like, actually. Okay.
Yeah.
So, would I know where to be? Like, not really. I just go to the edge.
This is all
okay.
you.
Why did you make me start it, Zach?
Love.
Okay. Okay. Ro is going to, she's gonna sling Song Splitter on her back, and she's gonna pull out Soulmender.
Okay.
And I think she is going to go as close to the edge as possible, and she's gonna sit down. She's gonna sit down cross-legged.
Okay. Okay.
Because the few times that she has invoked the old song in different ways, she has done it in more of a meditating way. So I think it's gonna go for just a tiny bit where she's just fiddling on Soulmender like she's done so many of hundreds of times before when she wanted to meditate or connect with, say, Loon or the Maker. I think she also gets out her Maker symbol necklace and lets that sit on top of her cloak. She usually has her necklaces tucked in. And she's just gonna start playing, like, and everyone is gonna hear, because of Soulmender's ways and how it can project different instruments and songs and stuff. She plays, you hear pieces of the Chaotic Mage, and then you hear chords that were played about Dolgoth. And you hear, the fun guys would hear notes that they recognized on the ship in early mornings or in the middle of the night when she was writing new songs. You hear progressions of the fun guy's battle cry, her most recent composure. And as all of these songs are coming together, you start to even hear, Gretta might even recognize the notes that she played when she was trying to understand the bees and put math together with music, and that first time that she was really trying to decipher a little bit of what the old song was. And finally, as all of these songs start melding together and harmonizing somehow eerily, but somehow, even though they're all different songs and in different keys, they start melding perfectly together into kind of what you heard the first time that she sat down in front of the tree I'm forgetting what it's called, but in the not the temple, but the
in the Westwood?
Yes, in the Westwood. And as she does this more and more, as the harmonies come together and as you start hearing the song, more and more magic starts flowing through her. So you see purple mist around her when she starts doing it, and then slowly more and more gold is like not only seeping from the strings that she's playing and out of the lute, but starts seeping out of her pores almost, and out of the flowers in her hair and out from under her cloaks. And she's sitting on the edge here, and there's a breeze obviously from the well below, but there starts to be almost like an unexplained breeze that happens as this gold magic swirls around her as she starts eventually playing what sounds like the old song that she's only ever been able to do a few times. And she starts plucking along, and she's in a trance at this point. Like, her eyes are like glowing with the gold flecks in her purple eyes are like glowing, and she's just kind of blank. You guys can't see her. She's facing out over the well, but, and that's where she sits, just like methodically attempting to craft this old song out of everything she's ever played, everything that's led her up to this moment.
Ro plays in this moment as a masterful musician, but far more potently as a student. It's less this polished, elevated work, and more this deeply experimental, explorative, composition where an artist is delving into a piece of work, but the work is delving back. Where Ro begins playing, the music begins responding to her.
Can I say one more thing?
Yeah.
As she plays, I think she starts like almost meditatively saying over and over again, like under her breath, like no one else would be able to hear this, but saying, Maker, I'm here. I'm yours. Do what needs to be done. I am here to do. I'm here to be. I'm yours, Maker. Be here with us. Just over and over again as she plays.
Ro, before you make the check you need to make for me with that supplication either a persuasion or a religion check. Your call.
Okay. I'm gonna make religion. I don't do advantage on that, right? No. No, because that's not charisma. Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
you have charisma.
That is a 27.
Rose, you do more than plead. As you do more than supplicate, as you surrender. You'll have an additional D4 for the roll that comes. As your efforts are favored in this moment.
Okay.
As you weave, and the composition responds, and you listen, and it listens back. This long dormant thing is eager to be awoken. You all watch Ro play for roughly an hour.
Wow.
And she plays. You all watch as this great thing she's attempting to do doesn't yet seem to be happening, but the forest around her hushes more and more and more. No, it's not hushing. It's joining. When she dims, it dims. When her notes trend upward, birds trill. When she moves into minor chords and makes things low and alters the tempo, great mammals chuff and whoop. And when she moves quickly up and down the frets, the trees clap and the leaves dance. And you watch as great arcs of light from the deep well snap in time to her music. And you all realize that there's this great bassy resonance coming from near Ro. And it is the great worm, who I'm just going to start abbreviating to Yana, humming with Ro.
Wow.
Not the exact composition, because she doesn't know all these pieces Ro is using, but that underlying theme she is humming. And it sounds like many people humming at once as she hums in deepest speech. And Ro, I need you to go ahead and roll that die. Go ahead and make that check for me.
So it's a...
Also, if I look away, I'm taking notes.
What?
I said if I look away, I'm taking notes.
Oh, so it is a straight charisma check?
Ro, you'll be making a performance check.
Okay, performance check. Okay, that's what I...
At
okay.
advantage.
Yes.
And if I understand correctly, I believe you have 3d4 to add on to this?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna write these down.
Also, you're using Soulmender, right?
Yes.
Am I correct in remembering that it is an enchantment relating to performance checks, or am I wrong about that?
I don't think so.
Okay, then we're fine.
Because I already have
I'm sure
expertise in performance, so I don't think there's anything else
Oh, gotcha.
added to it. Okay. Okay, and then I roll 3d4s.
As Ro plays, it's about this time that Caliclast comes thudding back into the clearing, carrying Tello and Boz on his back. They don't particularly join, but they are laid down near the clearing where they can observe, as he also sits and watches.
Okay. Well, okay, so I rolled at advantage. I added my performance modifier, and I rolled 3d4s. Is there anything else I'm missing, you guys?
That's it, dude.
I think that's it. I got a 41.
Ooh.
So I rolled an 18. That was the highest of the two. I have a plus 15 to performance, and on my d4s I rolled a 3, a 2, and a 3. So that is Ro's highest roll to date. That is a 41.
The highest roll, period.
And I'm extremely happy with that, I hope. That's about as good as I could have gotten, so.
Yeah.
Ro's not aware. She does not witness as she lifts into the air.
Oh, cool.
She does not see as spare stones from around the landscape begin lifting upward. She does not see as all the trees still and all the animals quiet. She does not see as dust from the landscape lifts, because Ro is no longer conducting. She is only playing. She has aroused the attention of the well. And she is no longer driving this song. She has lit a fire and it burns, with or without her now. So she too burns with it. You all look upward as Ro is floating 30 feet off the ground. Her hands are no longer on her lute. They are suspended in the air above her, and she is simply twitching in response to when and where the chords should be played, as her lute is rotating and orbiting in front of her, gyroscopically moving, playing the notes. And the patterns it begins to rotate in are matching the great earthen orbiting arms of stone and gravel and dust that are beginning to form from all over the isle, from that gem-like sand over that miles and miles wide well, where the light is beginning to churn and thrum and snap. And as you all are overwhelmed, not with the pleasant calming sound, but with the deafening concert speakers of music that is so complex. It's like hearing some ancient classical song in our lives now and being like, that sounds really good, but I can't even understand it, but to the 1000th degree. Blending and pouring and magnifying and reverberating. And the dragons have begun singing in melodic roars that match the song. And you all watch as the energy of the well as the island is shaking, thrumming with the song, and the light is rising up to the edge. You see now that where that cleft channel has been carved in the edge of the caldera, this is the place that the light will first pour through. This is a dip in the edge of the bowl now. And if this magic is not directed and contained, it will wipe down this mountainside and annihilate you. Janus Estrella. As this magic rises, and Ro can no longer hold back what she has begun. What does it look like as you try to seize this destiny foisted upon you and demand control of this immortal force?
I think like as Ro was
that was
doing
DC
that,
35, by the way, Jackie. Please continue.
Really?
Crazy.
Oh.
I think while watching Ro, and I feel like in a moment, like it would have been hard not to add in when Yana was also starting to sing and stuff, but I feel like I just had to keep like almost kind of pushing that down as to focus on like the task ahead. But in that moment, just like thinking how incredible of a journey it's all been, and the fact that it was once like I think what like resonated in her brain at the time is that the Maker once asked me to protect them, and how protected I like now feel having like such a big crowd. And like, I mean, of course, like 4 of the like closest people in my life, but like also like adding in this new half that like they didn't even know what was happening either, and just like having everybody being there, and I don't know, just really doing something not for them but for everybody else. And so I think that's what would like lead me into that moment. So like just like having those like upwelling emotions and everything, I feel like it would just be more like I didn't even realize that I was like starting to kind of control it. And so it's just like almost like a reaction to the like energy.
I love it, Kara.
Okay, good.
And so too, in the course of Rose playing, Janus did not notice as she began singing. Not a beautiful melodic voice of a trained singer, a deeply human sound. Imperfect, cracked, untrained, but it reverberates and it splits and it echoes until it's so much more than any single human voice. Janus didn't notice as she began walking all the way to the edge of the caldera. Janus didn't notice as she began tracing glyphic summary after glyphic summary after glyphic summary. Not shapes and geometries that would revolve around her, but which expand and bend and lift and broaden to be hundreds and hundreds of feet wide until they are one massive spherical magical circle in golden light rotating over the entire caldera. She did not notice as she walked off the edge of the caldera into the air. And as she reaches out her first hand, a snapping bolt of magic from the deep well reaches back. Go ahead and make that check, Janus.
Okay. This is really scary.
As Janus is rolling that check, Ueg is praying near the edge of the caldera.
Okay.
And don't tell me.
I didn't even do it at an advantage. Hold on.
Okay. And I was about to say, remember, if you have inspiration, it can also be used for a third roll.
And you also have a D12 and
yes,
the D4.
Okay.
So it obviously wasn't as good as Jackie's, but it was a 39.
Okay. She said dismally somehow.
Whoa. Whoa. You're making me nervous.
Crazy.
Sorry, I'm taking a ton of notes over here. Surpassing another DC of 35.
Sick.
Janus is the great bolt of energy. Flies out towards you. You reach out to it. And as it strikes you, Janus just, her entire body locks in the air and she freezes. And her hair lifts up. And out of the many locks of her hair, bolts of light and power like liquid lightning sear out. But instead of scoring the landscape and striking her loved ones, they catch on those many symbols floating around the caldera. And Janus becomes this discoscopic, oh my goodness, what are the 70s reflective metal balls that float
Disco
and reflect things?
ball?
Yes, like a disco ball, like this magical sphere radiating light out in different directions that is capturing and directing these symbologies. And like some demi-diphic paragon, she just floats there in the sky. And as she does, the well's roiling power begins to gather and focus at an edge instead of ripping over its banks and killing everyone. Instead, it is surmounting to the edge of this cracked bearing in the caldera, where it is rising and meeting at the lip. Wielders of the divine instruments, quorum of the ordained, what do you do?
I can go first.
Agree with the weapons.
That's me. I think in a moment of trying to enjoy the singing and not get wrapped. I don't think Rand'grim's a stoic and hard man, but I think he has a bit of whimsy in him, and in so trying to rapture himself in this moment, to not be overwhelmed by the dread of failing and all of that, as his rage encircles himself and everyone that's close to him, the three characters, the three spirits. I think what he does is when he brings out the trident, and I mean this is all in not necessarily mechanical ways, but
Sure. Dude,
it's
take
almost
it to Flavor Town.
yeah. He waits till the magic is there, but I think he almost goes into sort of a dance of sorts of dancing with each of the spirits, and in so doing, like athletically holding on to the power of it, but then also sharing it with his spirits that are with him, trying to enjoy the moment of the world being reforged in some weird way. And so he steals himself in that way, both mentally and physically.
That's sick. Rand'grim. That also, Daniel, that was kind of beautiful. As you dance with the spirits. This what could so easily be mistaken as clumsiness, but reveals itself to be, not to use too light of a word, whimsy, liberation, this willingness to just embrace movement, not dancing like a professional, but like a child. And the spirits dance with you. You see in each of their faces a solidness, a present detail you hadn't seen in a very long time. Not like they were close, but like they were clear. As they dance with you, you feel the edge of something that, like you're at the edge of something you haven't understood about them before. And as you draw nearer and nearer toward this welling power, and you offer out remnant, as you hold out the trident, it catches in your grip. And all of those many Damascus lines in it that are not that darker blue flare with light, and it is pulled from your grasp all at once. Your mortal strength overwhelmed. And as it out of your grasp, it strikes into the edge of that welling, brilliant power that's hard to look at. And the chain on remnant shatters. The chain that has bound you to the trident for decades, ripping into pieces. As the trident rests in that liquid light, it superheats and gleams. But as you stride toward it and grip it with power, you're not afraid. Well, whatever you feel. But you do not walk with fear and timidity. And as you grip it... Or no, go ahead. No, roleplay, if you had a thing, Daniel.
No, I was stretching.
Okay. You grasp the trident. And in a way that looks very visually distinct, but is not dissimilar to each of the Guardians of the Galaxy holding each other's hands as they hold the Power Stone, your body all of a sudden becomes rigid with power. And you begin superheating. Like there's a great heat underneath your flesh, but you hold there and you bear it. I would like you to give me a strength saving throw to hold on to this weapon.
Okay. Oh. Ooh, I am blessed, so I actually get the D4. Hell yeah. Oh, thank God.
And your D12.
Yeah, for a saving throw.
Oh, no worries. I'm rolling them all. I'll also use my per diem. There we go. That's better. Oh, wow. Okay, cool.
I like these reactions.
Yeah. Well, math wasn't working in my head, but now it is. I got a 39 as well.
Let's go.
I did have to use all of the rule things, but I got
I'm sorry,
there.
the DC was actually 52.
Yeah, it could have been.
Sorry. Better luck next time.
As Daniel surpasses his DC, Rand'grim takes hold of Remnant, and he flares with power, and he grips it and pulls it toward himself, and does not lose hold of his divine instrument. Craig or Zhav'ian, you're up next.
I've been kind of thinking back and forth on whether Zhav'ian should have. It felt like he should have summoned the Redeemer as a glaive because it's more like a lightning rod, but I think we're actually going to do it as the short sword because he's so used to casting magic with it. And almost, I feel it's almost kind of like a waterbender does it. Like the level of like using the sword in his other hand to like direct it through and like spin it around and then direct it.
That's dope.
And
dope description.
He's not the director of the music, but his movements almost are like that as he is like moving through. He's very much the type of person to be humming along in whichever way he is inspired to be part of this. Yeah, so I think that's the way he's trying to direct the flow.
Phenomenal. Zhav'ian, as this combative routine, not as something you were trained in from some sort of a discipline, but that you have learned from the lived experience of laying your life on the line again and again and again in defense of these causes, as you dance your way through these motions and near the well, it responds to you in this conductive form wielded by Janus, your close friend. And as you move through one fluid motion, the beam of energy flies out toward you from the broken aperture and catches at the edge of Redeemer, where it splits into 1,000 different rays of color and light and specter you can't witness. And as it flares around you and scalds the earth and burns the air, I need you to go ahead and make you're going to be making a charisma check. Actually, hold on. Let's just make it a charisma saving throw. It was going to be charisma with proficiency, but that's just a charisma saving throw. So, as you are trying to, with proficiency in this magic, try and control through your charismatic warlock powers, this flow of arcana.
Okay, so having the saving throw helps. That'll be okay.
And it's at advantage.
I get yes, that was a advantage. I get 1d4 for it being I wasn't guided, but from the bless. And then the d12.
You also have and you have a d4 from per diem if you want it, because you haven't used yours.
Let me do the math before we do that.
Yeah.
Because I rolled pretty well.
Okay.
Let me redo that. Wait a minute. That's okay.
The math?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, this is a lot of suspense.
42. Without the per diem.
Crazy.
I mean,
Holy moly.
savings is probably a good idea, but I mean, if you just wanted to make number big, but hey, you do you.
Well, I fear there may be other rolls happening.
Sure.
Anyways, no, I was like, if number's not the biggest, maybe I'll roll again. But number's the biggest so far, so we'll allow it.
Smashing through your DC.
A 45,
Zhav'ian.
yeah.
You capture you capture the lightning power of the well in your blade, and as it burns across your blade, it sets it with golden fire, and you blaze as well. And the wings return from your back and burn out to about 30 feet at each side. Just burning light. Craig?
Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous.
As you approach the well.
Nervous.
You got this.
He winks out, and I'm like, oh, thank God, and I fly away.
Well, we'll get to that.
Cool. I almost did the roll immediately. Hold on. I gotta do something first. Okay, so Craig is gonna take out Star Splinter. And I'd like to think that as the music is like playing, his voice takes on a deep, almost like, I don't know what it's called, but it's where it's like throat singing, where it's like really like it's like a deep bass of like singing,
not
and it's
bassy resonant.
Yeah, guttural.
yeah. And I'd like to think that that's kind of like going on as he's almost like in a trance as he takes out Star Splinter, and when he brings it up, it fractures, but not that it's separated. The electricity from the well has now connected each fragment, and it's consuming the whole sword. And as he's doing that, the fragments, they're like shaking and reverberating from the just the energy within it. And it was described as a pen. So I'm gonna say that each fragment suddenly completely not disconnects, but like divides, and it dips into this like the water, and it creates sentences of different languages and symbols, and it starts like creating it up into the air, and but they're all still connected, and electricity is wrapping around the water. It's wrapping around each symbol that it's creating, almost like keeping it controlled. And that's what he's doing.
That was awesome. Mike, I'm gonna need you to take inspiration for that.
Yes, because I didn't have it before. Heck yeah.
That was awesome. Go ahead and, Craig, as you reach out for this power, you begin trying to emulate that authorship. Go ahead and make that check for me, bud.
Okay. Okay.
So rolling an advantage, and then a d12, and then 2d4. And for you, Craig, this is going to be a charisma saving throw, same as Zhav'ian. You're muted. Abby, this is the way. Or your mic's dead. That's also the way. Not Mike. We loved him. Oh, and you're blessed, Craig.
I've all written down.
Okay, sick. Mike has got it.
Yeah. Can you hear me? Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Breathe. 8. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. But I'm just making sure that I can do everything that I can.
No, do your thing, do your thing.
Okay. Just... Yup. Okay.
Well, that looks good.
Mike is working through this math.
Okay, I got a 40.
Nice.
Okay.
And you guys have rolled when it matters.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Zach said DC 85.
Craig, the power courses through the orbiting sphere of flechettes, of sword fragments rotating around you, pulsing with energy. And as each of the divine quorum hearken the power of the deep well. It's not held in their weapon. No, it could never be contained among one mortal individual like that. No, instead now, it's bound to them. Now each of them, like individuals, what would be a good comparison? It's flowing. It's leaving the well. It's just being drawn toward them.
Whoa.
As the arcs of power are bound to them. Gretta, you know now, again, that ritual of seeding directs you exactly where to lead them. And so now each of the three follow you down the mountain.
Okay. Yeah.
You know that first, it will need to be Craig who plunges his blade into the earth. Then Zhav'ian, then Rand'grim.
Okay.
Lead them and direct them.
And I know the locations.
You can point them.
What do you mean?
Like, girly, you know, so you tell them, and that where it be.
I know.
You're like, it's there, it's there, it's there.
You canonize.
Okay,
Near the mountain, one partway down, and one at the beach.
Okay. I think I direct them and I show them where we're going. And then I think I would I wouldn't touch Craig, but I would guide Craig and the rest of them. And I would say, okay, here. Okay, Craig, you do it here.
As you're directed to the location, Craig, you're convicted of certainty to plunge Star Splinter into the shallow mountains, otherwise impenetrable smooth mineral surface.
Mm-hmm.
As you lift it upward, all the flechette, or do you want to describe it? Or are you like,
Can I describe it?
Do it, girly.
Okay. So, Star Splinter, it comes back, and because the electricity is still in between each fragments, it's the sword is like so much like taller and like more there's just so much more to it. So as it goes into the earth, I would like to say that the electricity pushes away the dirt. It pushes it makes room into the earth for the sword as it goes in, and then the earth kind of comes around it as the electricity moves it back around.
Sick.
And like holds it, and it becomes like a rock. It like solidifies.
The sword is held in place and
not a rock.
Flares with energy.
Not a rock. It becomes the stones that we saw created from the dragon's tail, like gems. It like solidifies into crystals
and from the broken fragments in that newly formed mineral, light begins bleeding and pulsing. Further down the treading travel. Oh, you okay, Andrea? Oh, okay.
Oh no.
I hope she's good.
She's
got a little cut on her. All right.
I thought it was a bug, but it's just rubber.
Okay, buddy.
That's scary.
I thought a bug like died on my face.
Oh.
I start every day that way.
But it's just my headphone coming apart. Sorry, is it my turn? Or is it
Where
Rand'grim's
Craig
turn?
unites his blade into the earth,
Oh, sorry.
lines from the well begin flowing toward him, and he's creating this temporary conduit, leading Zhav'ian further down. Greta, you see maybe a mile further into the shallow descent. You know where Zhav'ian needs to strike the earth.
I think that she was kind of nervous for the first one, but I think that as she like relaxes, and like as she feels like, okay, I can't actually do this, she like, in order to help with the nervousness, she closes her eyes, and when she does that, like a little symbol of Ioun like appears above her head, and it like a little like symbol of golden light appears, and she's just walking with her eyes closed, but this symbol is like looking across, and when she reaches the point, she stops and nods to Zhav'ian.
I feel like almost like the whole way down, Zhav'ian has kept it in some sort of movement. Because it's just so much to contain. And rather than just like when you're like holding a glass of water, he's like, I just got to keep the centrifugal force with it. And maybe like some of the like energy like sparks like between it and his wings.
Very cool.
And as we get to the spot, you said Dream is like a scalpel, and I love that because I've literally done surgery with my sword.
Yeah, true. Oh my goodness, I forgot about that. Crazy.
I love to use my sword for things that aren't battles. But with that, I think he takes it and he digs it, he like plunges it into the ground, and it goes in so smoothly. There's almost no resistance. And as he's doing it, he turns it into the glaive, where it just continues growing another 5 feet down into the ground.
And as the blade plunges into this earth, there's this big column of power that rises upward, and you feel locked in this place, Zhav'ian, containing it. Gretta, for another mile or so, maybe more, you lead Rand'grim to the shore, where that deep, fathomless blue depth laps up toward it just a short distance away. You point him to the location with confidence.
Yeah.
Rand'grim.
Just so I don't describe something weird. Does it feel like I'm controlling the flow of it, right? So like if I touch something, I don't instantaneously destroy it or something because of the power in me. Okay.
No.
I think again, I mean, the whole way down, Rand'grim is doing this like different variations of like almost jogging or jaunting down in like this beautiful. I don't know. I think he's just taken. I think there's lots of things that happen for Rand'grim. One of them is that this thing he never thought it would ever free him, or he would ever be without, is not on his arm. And I think in that joy and in that excitement, he tries to dance, not in a weird way, again in a whimsical way of like dancing the way down, like leading a crew of troubadours down a long way of beauty and excitement. And I think he would try to, if Gretta is willing, he would try to like join her in it as well.
Yes,
and
she would absolutely join.
Yeah, and like the spirits, even I feel, if they can, as they're dancing around in some more form or fashion, as I don't think I throw the trident in the air or anything like that. I think it's too much power for that. But there is a certain excitement, and like every time he looks to each of the people, he looks down to his hands, he looks down at his wrist, as the thing that's been on him for decades has finally left. And as she points me to area, I don't know, I feel like we're both old souls. And so I think at the very end of her doing that, he like in a fashion Rand'grim's never been. Maybe this is a side of him that you didn't get to see from his old days as a captain. But he like kind of like, you know, as you end a dance or something, he like grabs your hand and he gives it a little peck, which is real rough and scruffy because I don't think he's shaved in a few days. But it's kind enough in the gesture. And as he looks to his...
Well, Gretta just laughs, but in like, it's like a laugh that, like a laugh just comes out of her, and it's just like a joyful, like happy, youthful laugh, and she like, in that moment realizes that like, she hasn't laughed in that way in like probably decades. It's like a feeling that like, she has not felt in years, but it's just like purely like joyous, like laugh escapes her.
And with that, he chuckles as well in excitement that he could bring such a good feeling to someone that he probably hasn't done in decades as well. As he turns around, and I sadly didn't. It was real glitchy whenever you were describing the really important part to me earlier.
It's fine.
But he turns the trident upside down where the tines are going into the ground, And in a similar fashion, he's felt to be like a statue in many of the trials that he's gone through. He grabs it, and with like the whole force of the spirits, he kind of just rests into it. And as it sinks like 2 feet, he continues to fall and fall. And as he's falling, there's these just tears of joy hitting the beach, creating its own little waves. And so I think that's how he finishes it. Unless he needs to not be on the ground because it'll destroy him. But if it's just flowing through him and he's like this little area, then he will stay right there.
Daniel, that's beautiful. I'm gonna need you to also take inspiration.
Thank you.
And for the first time, as you don't plunge Remnant down with rage and power, as you lay it down, as you rest onto it, as you let it bear your weight instead of you bearing its, you it into the soft sand. In a great plunge of power, just in. It's weight enough to separate the sand. And as you do, there is no great shatter, but the shackle on your wrist, where the broken chain rested, as you let your hand go from the trident, it just falls off. So impossible to separate before. It's like it didn't fit anymore. And as those tines pierce the sand, the waters in front of you suddenly, as if repelled backward by a great force, and there is this instantaneous shock of thunderous power and noise. As liquid light, bursts down the mountainside at a speed and force so much greater than any pyroclastic flow. And as it rockets by you all, you would be thrown off the aisle from the force if you weren't suddenly locked into place by the power. As it burns into the ocean, sublimating it and bursting apart this white column. All of you are captured and frozen in the path of deep magic. And so, you all have now, once again, entered a wellspring. I need some Constitution saving throws.
This could either be really good or really bad. I'm
if anyone has
scared.
inspirations. Andrea, you're muted. This is the way.
Yeah.
I'm so afraid.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Would UEG be a part of this or no?
Everybody's in that
And-
path.
Hello.
Okay.
Do I need to make
Now,
a check for
Nicole?
boss?
Don't worry
Yeah.
about Boz. He's not.
Okay.
Just don't worry.
Okay.
I'm so scared. I'm so scared.
Okay.
I'm so scared.
Hey,
Is it
Nope,
a
never mind.
Constitution saving throw?
It's a.
I think so.
Yeah, I think you can
Yes.
save.
Yeah, it
I
is a
think so.
con.
Can I? Oh
Wow.
goodness. Okay.
I feel like
I'm
my per diem
scared.
won't get me high enough to pass.
Can I give my per diem to Tello?
Yeah, can I give mine to UEG?
I don't know if
I
Dave's going. I'm not.
suppose they're your NPCs.
Okay. Hopefully that's the DC what I got it to with the per diem.
Wait, so did you agree that we could use the per diem?
I will
For-
say in this instance you
Oh.
can.
Thank God. Okay.
Oh, Maya, I'm sorry. Let's see you under the blanket. Okay. Craig got a 22.
I got a 25.
15! And I fought for that 15.
And UEG got a 24.
Also, we're all
Minus
blessed
to the
though,
30.
and this is a saving throw.
Wait,
That-
are still
Oh my
blessed.
gosh.
Wait, what is happening?
That was with the bless.
Oh, I'm so
Miss
sorry.
Blake,
I'm so sorry, Andrea.
wait, what is the
Was
blessed?
yours
Is
with
it
the blessed
plus
table?
4?
Okay.
Tello's not blessed, is he?
Well, bless is a D4.
No, I
He
did
can be.
not
He was in the
bless.
radius.
I could
Oh,
bless
okay,
7
no, he's not.
people, so I did us 6 and one other. Probably would have done Newegg.
Okay.
Gotcha. Wait, so blessed is just a D4?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I got a 19. Ro did.
Okay.
Okay, you had got a 26.
Whoa.
And Janice got a 34.
Jeez.
Oh, I forget
Oh.
your con is off the charts.
Ridiculous.
I always forget that because I always think sorcerer
Did we get Gretta?
squishy and then con is.
Yeah. Tello
No,
got
I
11,
built it wrong.
and Greta got a 5.
What did Tello get?
That seems not
11.
good. The photos don't seem good.
But you do
No,
have Death
those are-
War. Don't
Yeah,
know
that's what I was
that
gonna
with
say.
deep magic.
You can't die.
Well, so hold on. Don't worry. This has all been pre-planned. I've thought through all this. As the energy rushes through each of you all,
Oh man.
Craig succeeds. Janus succeeds. Rand'grim succeeds. Newegg succeeds. Each time you enter a wellspring, the DC increases by 10.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
So
Uh-huh.
Ro fails. Hold on. Ro fails. Gretta fails. And Zhav'ian fails.
I failed
on.
by
Bear with
I failed by one, didn't I?
by 1. Bear with me. I'm going to say some words, but just hang on for the ride, okay?
Okay.
The way wellsprings work, they do not deal damage. They do not reduce hit points. It's too much power for a mortal form. Fail the saving throw, you die.
Explode.
And you're in the path of a deep well, so it's that very much and more.
Mm-hmm.
Bear with me. I'm going to say some words. Hang on for the ride. Keep bearing. Gretta and Ro and Zhav'ian die.
Oh, Tello?
However, and Tello for sure ski.
Wait, does Greta not die because she has Death Ward?
No, there's no hit
Yes,
points. We just
Death
die.
Ward, when you are reduced to 0 hit points, returns you to 1. You're dead.
We just like explode.
Hold on. Bear with me. I have more words to say and then more words after that.
I'm bare.
The Maker does not in this moment permit the individuals he has chosen and gathered to be instruments in this world to simply perish. But they do die. And so, they are, in that same instant, returned to life. Like it had never happened, one could say. However, they did die.
So it has the thingy to it. Oh, you
Their
meanie.
deaths
But not meanie.
tick upward. Tello is now at 2 deaths. His
Whoa.
DC. Yeah?
I can't handle that.
Okay. His DC is now 20 for revives. Ro is now at 1 death. Her DC is now 15 for revives.
I got so close to not dying in this campaign up until the
Gretta.
Zordon fight.
Is now at 4 deaths. Her DC is now 30 for revives.
I didn't realize.
And Zhav'ian, different folder. Zhav'ian is now at 3 deaths. His DC is now 25 for revives. That happens in an instant no one can process.
Do I feel
Thank
it?
you, Mike. I work very hard on it. Oh wait, you meant sick in a bad way. I thought you were like, yo, this is a sick game. Dude.
No, she was
you were
like,
being
stop playing your
sarcastic.
sick games with us.
I was like, this is a sick game. Like, my friends are dying
Other
and there's
things
nothing I
happen.
can do about it.
Opening the mechanical document. Bear with me. Opening the mechanical document for the function of well springs.
Mm.
This is the same as it has been for 3 years. You all are in the 16 to 19 level category. You all, therefore, gain 1 level in your class.
Are we level 20?
Zhav'ian, Eweg, Rand'grim,
Wow.
and Janus.
Wow.
You are level 20 adventurers.
Wait, that includes me. Even though I died, I
Wow.
still get it, right?
You're
I just printed out all my
kidding.
level 19 stuff. What was I doing printing all this out?
I just finished my level 19 stuff also.
I'm so sorry I got you to level 20. Greta.
I'm so happy. So sorry. Thank you.
No, it's fine. I'm kidding. Greta, Craig,
Oh my
Rose,
gosh. Oh my
Tello.
gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
reached level 17.
Oh my
I have a
gosh.
As a
question.
note, funguis, that means for the main casters, 9th
Yeah.
level spells.
I have a question, and I want to clarify that it's not me being greedy. I just want clarification.
Yeah,
Does
yeah.
it just put us at 17, or you said gain
At
1
17.
level? So are we at,
At
like 17
17.
point whatever we were in 16?
You're at 17
Okay.
flat.
Understood.
It is the XP
We
to
at
get you to the next level.
20.0 or
Okay.
20.5? I need to know from going up from 20.
Well, I was
Doesn't
just
go above
curious
20,
how
buddy.
to track it.
That is a super valid question. It is 17 flat. Also, level
Electric
17s,
in
that
here.
means your proficiency bonus is now +6.
Holy.
Gals.
So
Wow.
your spell saves. And
If you all recall,
and proficiencies go up. Yeah.
the way that bodies of deep magic work, they also, if you survive, physically alter your constitution.
HP.
That means that everyone here, now that you are in the 16 to 19 category, as you are higher level when you reach your wellspring, there's more hit points to gain. I need everyone here to roll me 5d4.
Wow. I can do object reading now. It's my 17th level feature.
That sounds like the book I'm
Interesting.
reading.
Me too.
Hell yeah. Just 5d4. We don't add anything to it, just so I don't have to
5d4.
erasing
Yes,
it.
it is. No. That is a super important question from Daniel. This is not like level up. I mean, you did level up, so you get those hit points
Yeah.
too. But you don't add your con modifier. It is just the
Okay.
die for the wellspring bonus.
Wait, what level's
That is a super
Rand'grim?
important question.
Is Rand'grim 19
20.
or?
I'm
Wrong at
20 as
20 as
well.
So wait,
I'm excited to tell you my hit points in a second.
that number goes
Okay,
to our
I guess I
HP?
have to do this, and
Because
then
I
I
did roll
also
That gets
have
added on your
to,
hit point total. That's added on your max.
and then I need to do the roll for leveling up in addition to that.
Oh,
I'm so excited to tell you Egg's hit points before leveling up.
Guys,
Actually, let me do it
I-
after leveling up.
I'm passing 200. As a warlock, I'm passing 200.
that's
Which is
crazy.
crazy.
Two.
As a
I
final
had so
note,
much better help.
if you all will recall, when reaching any source of deep magic, any fundamental source, it also alters your abilities. An ability score of your choice increases by 1.
23 wisdom! No, 23 intelligence!
Off the stats.
Wait, say that again.
I'm dead.
We can increase what by how many points?
1 level, 5d4 hit points, 1 ability score by 1.
By 1.
By 1.
Okay, sorry.
That's okay. I threw a lot at you.
I have a question, Zach.
I have an answer.
So
And?
I have this thingy that
A magical little fingy.
I have a magical little
Sorry.
thingy.
I love those
I
little
took it back.
thingies.
Oh my
It's a
AC is so
necklace,
much
I think
more.
it was, where I have a con 19 because of the Amulet of Health. I probably can't stack that to a 20 with this.
No, but that is a very good question.
Well, then I guess I'm smarter. It's 16. Nerd time.
Guys, I've been planning this for years.
Thank you, Zach. No, thank you for killing Zhav'ian a third time, but thank you for all this.
I
You
cannot
want to hear
tell you.
Eweg's hit points?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
So at level 19, I picked up a feat instead of a thing. So I did the tough feat. So he has 309 hit points.
Let's go.
Wait,
That's
Ridiculous.
Ro now has 147 hit points. Which
That's
is not as
awesome,
impressive
actually.
as 309, but for a little
Dude,
bard
he's
with
just
very
tank.
low
He's pretty good.
constitution.
Rand'grim has 323.
Whoa.
Wow.
I guess instead of printing this back out, I will
fuck.
just
Everything's so much more now.
white out. But
Why now?
Janus
Okay.
has 238.
so including that one that we got for from the Dragon Song, I rolled a 1 on the D4. And I rolled a 7 on my hit die. I rolled very well on these two though. On the thing we just rolled.
That was crazy.
I bumped my wisdom up because I actually got a different plus to that. Like I got.
Could I get
one
the
extra
other new
plus.
hit point totals for absolutely no reason?
I'm working on it.
I got
212 for
199.
Zhav'ian. Which is insane.
Wait, but
Craig,
you haven't.
said you got
Oh,
200
so
hit
close.
points?
No, I got 199.
Do
Craig,
we
you said you
reroll
got
ones?
200 hit points?
I got 200 hit points.
Excellent.
Do we
Yes,
reroll
Abby, we
ones?
always reroll ones for... No, excuse me, not for these 5d4. For anything else you would, not
Oh,
for these
okay.
5d4.
Yeah.
Plus,
Like, I'm not
Craig,
making you finish the
remember-
campaign at 199. That's just cruel.
Okay, but we
Yeah.
also are leveling up, so we'll be above what we're at right now. We got to level up those, right? Or are we
I'm
doing that right now? Oh, I
no,
was
hopefully
supposed to
everybody's
give you
doing that
that.
together right now.
Oh, I didn't do that.
Yes, please.
Hold on. Hold on, then. Give me a second, Zach.
Yeah, hopefully in these totals, you're also adding on your new hit die from your level and your con modifier.
Gretta is at 119.
Hey, she got above 100. I mean,
Wait a second.
Nutella?
I'm working on it.
Ro is actually at
Cribble didn't do that?
156.
Nice.
I'm above 150. I didn't think that would happen before the end of campaign.
Hey,
Eweg
I
is
have a question.
officially has a dex modifier of a 0.
That's pretty massive for him.
I know. Let's go.
I have a question.
Can we take the wish spell now?
Not as a cleric. Yes, Micah, what's up?
I think I might have calculated the hit points incorrectly. Is it just one hit die?
Yeah.
Just one hit die? So like just
Well,
1d10.
One hit
Plus
die
your con.
plus your con plus the 5d4 from the deep well.
Okay, well I didn't do the con. That's what I was missing.
Oh, I didn't add my
Let me
con
do that.
either.
Let me go ahead
How
and
could you
do
forget
that.
both Janus and Eweg have pretty good con?
Bro, I know.
Okay.
To have a +0 to my con, I'd say ending the campaign above 150 hit points is pretty outstanding.
You have a +0 con and
I
your
have a
strength?
+0 con.
That's
Yeah,
so
I
you
want to talk
really
about it.
just dumped your physical stats.
Okay, but guess what? She's super intelligent and super
She's very good at
charismatic.
what she
Said
does.
it's all about what's on the inside, baby.
Well,
She doesn't need to lift
magical.
anything.
To be clear, my
No.
stats are good from a combination of deep wells and magical
Yeah.
items.
Andrew said it's all nepotism, baby.
2 of mine are
Tella's at 109.
charisma's the thing I get
Let's go
from
tell
my family.
I just didn't want to kill Janus, so I didn't even do my highest stat as my spells, like the spell one, and I put it in Constitution, like a dummy.
See, when I created characters, I didn't understand what Constitution was, so I was like, 10 seems solid. I'll put
You were
that
like,
10
yeah.
right there.
It's Abby.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, I'll put that 10 right there.
Yeah.
Don't know what it does.
No, Zach
10
was like,
sounds
oh,
good.
Constitution keeps you from dying. I said, okay, heard.
To be very fair, at the beginning, I was describing the different stats, and Kara said, which one keeps me from dying? And I was like, Constitution. She said, that one.
Yep. I didn't even realize I needed charisma.
What were the corrected hit points, Micah?
Oh, it was 204.
Nice.
Go.
Corrected hit points for UEG is 314, and corrected for Janus is 243.
Oh man, there's a lot here.
Wait, what else do you guys get at 17?
I get my divine domain feature.
I get Bigby's hand.
What's
Which
that?
I'm so excited. It basically acts as
A spell
another.
I can't wait to see in Micah's
I
hands.
know. It basically takes on your hit. It's a hand that takes on your hit points. And it deals 5. It was like 5d8 or something? No, 5d4. 5d4.
5d8.
That's so cool.
5d8. Okay, yeah.
5d8.
And then it basically goes within 5 feet of your enemy and attacks.
You can slap people with it. You can throw people in it. You can ride it. You can pinch people. You can pick things up. You can put them down.
my
You can
God.
throw stuff.
So
It's a giant magical hand.
That's
So,
crazy.
the
Amount?
best
It's like
thing-
the master hand from Super Smash Brothers.
Yes, it is.
So
I don't
the
have
best
any-
thing about level 20 for me is that my wings are now whenever I want.
Nice.
Just I can
That
have
is
them out
very
all the time.
That's so cool.
Also, I took, just as another thing, I took oh no, I don't have to take it. This is part of the spell class or whatever. But I get to use Deep Eruption twice per long rest.
Yep.
And that's a big old thing. And there's a lot to
Oh.
do.
I don't think have the other people gotten to see what Janus does, like burst magic and the Fount and like 5 other like.
Well, it'll become clear. Now, as a note, I love that we're enjoying this. One thing. First of all, Kara, we could talk about this later, but the level 20 sorcerer feature is big ol' stinky turd. So if we want to rework that a little bit, we can.
Okay.
Just the standard one kind of sucks. So if we want to rework that, we can.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, bards and sorcerers got gypped on level 20.
And as a note, I'm not done.
Yeah.
What?
I'm
had
done
a
with the
feeling.
wellspring stuff, but I'm not
That
done.
didn't feel like the end of a session, but
Yeah, he
And I'm
started
gonna try
asking
not to have
numbers.
us up for. I'm gonna
Yeah.
try not to have us up for 3 years, but I've got some more things. If you guys can let me power through them real quick.
Yeah.
All of you feel the intense surge of the deep magic, and all of you have connection. But this isn't necessarily this moment of first vision that you experienced at the wellspring. Instead, there are a few specific moments that are going to be had with some of you, not all. And it's not because anyone else is less important to the plot or anything like that. I hope everyone feels very special.
But it's because you have favorites.
No,
That's what it
Yeah.
is.
It's because the
That's
maker
Zhav'ian and
has
Janus.
favorites.
the maker doesn't have favorites. Romans 2:11. But no, focusing, just bear with me. Just some story moments. Craig,
Mm-hmm.
as the magic shocks through you, you find yourself at the crashing shores of far northern
Ooh.
Bjoston's shore.
Ooh.
a far northern Boston coast. The rocks are uneven and sharp. A beautiful dark color beneath the contrast of a clear, brilliant sky. Cold waves collide with the obstinate shoreline, exploding into sprays of briny mist. And in the opposite direction, the Boston landscape stretches out. It is at that shoreline that you stand.
Was that it, or are you continuing, or are you waiting for me?
Yeah, that's it. Do
Oh,
you
that
do
was it.
anything with
Okay. I was like, he stopped talking, but I don't know if that's because he's looking at his notes or, So he's sitting at the edge of this water, right? Viasta.
that? Mhm.
I think it's a very familiar spot for him. I'd like to think that he used to go there, maybe as a little boy. I don't know how far away it is from his hometown, but I'm just gonna,
We're not
play
going to
it.
get stuck in it at the moment.
And so I think that he's gonna just kind of, I imagine in this scenario, in this like kind of dream state, he like puts his feet in the water. And he just kind of sits there and just feels the water go up, go down, just kind of move around him, maybe feeling like the mud under his feet and things like that. And just kind of breathes in his surroundings, feeling safe, feeling at home.
It's a brutally sharp rock shoreline with crashing waves, but you find a near tidal pool where you can remove those boots. Well, no, we can work it in. That's not me rebuking the roleplay. You find a tidal pool nearby, and you remove your boots, and you have exactly the experience you described. Not rebuking the decision. Amid the crashing, you find that peace. And a familiar voice says, I gave you an instrument to help shape my world, as you are an instrument of mine. But you are far more than my weapon. I'm not simply employing you, Craig. I've called you. And I have called you to much more than tomorrow. To more than the land that lies behind you. I have called you past the shore. The days which lay ahead of you may or may not hold what you desire. But my call to you will remain. No matter what waits for you at the edge of this tomorrow. No matter what waits for you in your home. No matter what awaits at your hearth or at your grave, I will still call to you. Seek me. No matter what circumstance waits for you. It's short. And then the waves crash past you.
I think what kind of like takes root in Craig's mind and what he feels an overwhelming sense of is someone believing in him. And I think that goes really deep for him. It's just the sense that someone has hope for him, someone has belief in him, someone has purpose for him. And I think that it's just feeding his soul.
Rand'grim. You find yourself far from the shore, far from the sea, far from the stone. You find yourself in a field you don't know, calm and lovely and gentle. And you feel an availability of presence.
This is the same place that I remember at the other wellspring I was at, right? At the deep well, after that moment?
Yes and no, right? Very much the same feeling, if not necessarily the exact same visual location, but for all intents and purposes, well enough, yes. No pun intended.
Mm-hmm.
I think in his state of mind, he usually is quite cold to this presence. But I think this time, after crying and joyfully dancing and laughing, I think he kind of just looks over the flowers and looks for someone. And if no verbal assent is given anywhere, I think he says, I don't know if I believe in you per se. Not as in, I don't believe you exist. Clearly, my life has been shaped by your existence. I'm carrying out things that you seem to have called others to people to carry out as well. I'm not convinced as of yet whether you're good. Yet, I cannot deny your power and your what seems like foreknowledge and your destiny that you give to others. I hold my hands open for now, but I really want to see what you truly are, what you truly say of yourself and those who follow you.
There's no physical embodiment, Rand'grim, but a voice responds to you directly. You bring me questions, Rand'grim, and I will answer you. Ask me, but ask me fully. Ask me your naked questions. Do not hide your heart from me.
Do I get the sense that is ask right now, or ask as in throughout your life?
No, that voice speaks to you immediately in this moment.
Immediately. Okay.
As clearly as I said that. Not a theme, not an idea. Those words spoken to you directly.
I wish to know if you're good. It seems the other gods directly deal with us. They answer. They give powers. I held the body of that demigod crying to you to stop the Veil Blade from coming. And to me you did nothing. When we killed Zhav'ian's sister, the pit grew again, and you did nothing. So I don't know if you're good. I don't know if your being is good. Because people can be good to people they want to be good to. That's not a trait of morality. There are many sailors who were... And he stops for a second looking at the words he's about to say, and then he says, "We're not all together righteous. They were good to people. They loved and cared. Just like us. I don't know if you're good. I don't know if you're just. I know you give power to those that you deem to give power to when you want them to have power. That is what I ask. Are you good on a level beyond my comprehension? To me specifically, to those around me specifically. Are you good and just in the world's eyes?
The pause that follows is patient. It waits. And the voice returns. You are mine, Rand'grim. I made you. For many purposes. But for this purpose most of all. To know me. To be known by me. You ask if I am good. If I am just. And you do not know because you do not know me. You believe that I've called you to battle. That I've called you to wield weapons. I made you for the dance, not the fight. This was Mercy's war. It was won long ago. Long before you. I bound to you, Remnant. Not so that you would have a weapon to crush foes. Though in this world that was made for my intentions, surely there have been foes to crush. No, I bound that to you so that you would remember, so that you might know me and be known by me. The trident is not my remnant, Rand'grim. You are. After all these days, you think it's your strength that you offer me, the force of your will. And I am pleased by your heart. I'm glad. I see in you the fires I started. When they burn at what is unjust and what is wrong. As those fires burn in me. But Rand'grim, when I call you my remnant, is that after all this time, you have not proven stronger than all else. You are mortal man. You will live, and you will die. And they will not remember. For all the strength that could be imbued upon you, it can be crushed as easily. Sorry if they're snoring in the mic. I invited Hoffa to sleep in the living room, and she said, "No, I'm good." And she just crawled into bed next to me, and now she's ripping some snores. But that's love. He continues. Sorry, that really startled me because she said. He continues and says, I am pleased with you. Because after all this time, no matter how you see yourself, you fight for one reason. You still love them. marooned on an isle, you could not help but love the lonely old man. When strangers came to you in the storm, with what little meager heart you had left, you could not help but love them. For every reason you have to surrender to those cold jaws and just sink into despair, still you love. That is my heart in you. That is my remnant. You demand my word, Rand'grim. You look for my text. You want to find my priests. They died. They died, and they fled, and they forgot. Why do you think I brought you to this isle, Rand'grim? You ask for my word, so I give it to you. Write these words on your heart, and write them with your hand. If you find me and love me, or if you hate my name, I will not abandon your heart. If you leave my promise or seated in my soul, if you bear my promise or seated in your soul, you will still bear my signature. If you learn my voice or forget my face, I will not cease to pursue you. And Daniel, I can type that up and send it to you in a message. You asked to know me, Rand'grim. So spend the rest of your existence knowing me. I want to know you and be known by you because I love you more than you have ever dared to hope. Come close to me, and I will show you. For the dance, not the fight. And as a breeze moves by, Rand'grim, the vision is gone. Where you blink back to vision, Rand'grim, you stand at the edge of a flowing river of living light, dumping into the ocean. And at your wrist, the shackle has disintegrated in the wellspring, the flow of the deep well. And there is nothing on your wrist now, except this sort of like birthmark relief of the Maker symbol. And Remnant, the trident, is nearby in the sand. And you find that there is this very faint trail of gold and silvery light between your wrist and the trident. And you get the feeling that it's still connected. Gretta. Last, I promise, for all my sleepy kiddos. Gretta.
Mm-hmm.
You also hear the voice. Gretta. Chosen vessel of vision of my daughter, Ayun. I'm glad to be in communion with you again. I love your voice. I look forward for the day that our conversation knows no end. But today I ask you once more to open your eyes. Today, I honor Ioun's consecrated and her decision. And while I will have good tidings for you, today instead, I bring you heavy sight.
Hmm.
And Greta, your vision shifts. Your communion vision with the Maker transitions into a vision of a land bound in frigid stillness. Vast sheets of perfect white span in every direction. Their reflective potential dimmed to a dull shade of gray by the global storm's ruthless oppression. The streaks of bitter wind whip like lightning across the lifeless white, racing through the landscape, incarcerated by the unending rain of a perfectly cruel winter. You recognize from previous visions the Bitterlands and their great ice sheets of ocean. As you watch Greta, the wind snaps back and forth across the expanse, beginning to absorb a different gas. Thin arms of suddenly rising and vanishing steam wisp up from cracks of a lighter white in the frigid flats. In an instant, steam flashes into thicker spouts, roaring upward into the air, instantaneously freezing into snow, which is then stolen immediately away by the screaming winds. The discolorations in the oceanic ice crack into thunderous fissures, ripping the land into upending fragments which shift at severe angles, displacing great spewing waves of ocean. And then, Greta, you see a great and terrible mass explodes upward from the broken land, larger than any living thing you have ever witnessed or fathomed, very much including today. A titanic claw itself greater than any ship that you have ever ridden, crushes great swaths of frozen land, paired with a motion of equal magnitude from a mirrored limb. The limbs which rend the land around the rising deity lick with an undying veil of fire, unquenched by the insatiable hunger of the Arctic cold gripping the frozen realm. Great carcinide protrusions rise from the hellish claws, serrating their gargantuan form with monstrous echoes of their mortal origins. The land all around Karkrin, Lord of Chains, continues to groan and shatter, failing under the power of the young god which rips apart the world around him as he lurches out of the sea. A carapace like mountains splits the depths, which boil and churn from his rising, shuddering from the emanation of his horrid divinity, unable to obey their physical laws in his presence. Great stalked eyes, abyssal gates to darker realms, rise from the splintering protrusions, countless divisions, and shifting, clashing blades of his chittering jaws. More and more titanic monstrosity pulls itself out of the ocean, unrelenting in the horrorous scale unveiling to your eyes. Two more realm-raising limbs emerge from the wake. 4 titanic arms, and legs after legs drive the apocalyptic organism engine upward, and ice for miles behind cracks and snaps under the power of his thrashing tail. as his thundering stills to a shape like a living tectonic peak. Karkrin's many eyes turn and fix on a dark ridge silhouetting the far horizon beneath the cracking storm. As Karkrin focuses on the distant stone vault enclosing the beating twin heart of the world, you know, Gretta, that he's also headed to the deep well. A race for ascension. But you notice, Gretta, as you watch, that as he remains transfixed on that dark point, the storm above him barks in anger, before growing momentarily more placid. For a moment, your perspective expands far enough back for you to see both Karkrin destroying the landscape in his traversal, as well as the great back veil of clouds and the ever-stretching field of bitter death. Just long enough to watch the sky bow underneath a massive weight, and a web of vermilion lightning shock across the sky and converge at the zenith of the collapsing clouds as a shape falls from the atmosphere in a great obsidian form. Burns, crashing into Karkrin. A skeletal obsidian dragon, every bit as big as Karkrin, crushes him into the ice. The massive titanic crustacean rounds on himself and turns toward the Hate King. And as Karkrin locks his claws around Zhav'ian, and thunder churns from the Lord of Chains, Zhav'ian's head rears back, and the lightning behind him in the sky converges until it strikes him. Karkrin's many arms crash into Zhav'ian, crushing parts of his body and ripping them out, before Zhav'ian and his energy gathers at his mouth and creates a flash so bright that your vision dissolves. You wake from your vision.
Oh. I think she jumps, like how you're starting to fall asleep and then you feel like you're falling. I feel like her whole body just jolts. And I think
And for all of you,
well, I think she just lays down in the fetal position and just starts sobbing, like partly just from the shock of hearing the Maker's voice and just that close communion. But then also just the terror. I think this is the first time she's seen Zhav'ian, or just that up close. I can imagine she saw his face, for the first time, and looked at his eyes for the first time. And just the absolute terror of that is just, and the scale of what was happening. It's this awful mix of incredible gratitude and love and emotion, but also just the bone chilling terror. She just lays on the ground and sobs.
and as the party find themselves in the indescribably overwhelming experience of all of that, all awaking at different positions along the sides of the now flowing deep well into the ocean. that's where we will end episodes 180 and 253 of the Accidental Adventures and the Legend of the New Ones.
Holy moly.
There's no XP to talk about because you already got it all.
Oh.
So, listener, as I leave files to download, players to decompress, and people to go to sleep, we just want you to know that life is an incredible adventure, and you're a very important part of it. Skibbity-whopping dada.
Skibbity-whopping.